morning, market snipers. Welcome back. This is Jesse getting started right at 9 a.m. right on the dot as usual. Whoo. Whoo. Mic check. Yep. Looking good. If you're new to the channel, awesome. Welcome. If you're returning, even better. Good to see you back. Monday in the US here. Monday before Thanksgiving week, right? Probably not going to see a big move down during Thanksgiving. Would the market bosses really be that cruel? I've been talking about this since last week that we could be seeing a bounce, right? And bounce into Thanksgiving. And then once all that is done, right? Then possibly come back down and visit these April lows over here, right? Revisit the April lows, and that would bring price, probably somewhere between $74,000 and $76,000. And then at that point, maybe we'll see a 45 to 60-day rally after that, and trap some more bulls, stuff like that. But we'll see. First half of the live stream, we'll cover Bitcoin, altcoins, stocks, anything else that jumps out at us on the watch list. And the second half of the live stream, we'll cover your chart requests. So we got to keep this one rocking and rolling today. I'm not going to spend more than 45 minutes to an hour total. Got to go see, catch up with one of my boys for lunch before, family time. So with that, Thanksgiving family time, got to go see the family. Bring the baby, all that stuff. We're all feeling a lot better. Even the nanny's feeling better. She caught what we had earlier in the week, and she rested all weekend, and she's feeling better. Not as good as we are yet because it takes a few days, but we never felt like really bad. It was just like we all kept working, but we were still under the weather all last week, but feeling pretty good now. I feel, dare I say, 98, 99% good. Just got some lingering stuff going on, but other than that, feel pretty good. Energy's back. The baby's energy is really back. Yesterday, oh my God, kid was wild. We took shifts. I was like, we need to divide and conquer this little monster. 17 months old. So wife took her for a couple hours. I took her for a couple hours once the Vikings lost, all that stuff. So let's get right into it. No more babbling, but help me with algorithms. I would appreciate it. And here, let me throw in a good morning. Help me with the algorithms. Smash a like, hit the comment button, share with family and friends. Throw an emoji or two. Let's go. Gert, Jan, Tenhove, welcome back. Good morning, everybody. So we're still watching this. Jesse, you're still watching this Wyckoff chart? Yeah. Still watching it. Crazy. Posted this Wyckoff chart on October 8th. Price was 123,700 ish, and never expected it to play out exactly, but it has played out eerily similar. Even on the bounces on October 10th, we were talking about possible bounce. We haven't seen another bounce since November 10th. Will we get that bounce for a couple of days into Thanksgiving, right? Then maybe we see the final push down. Then maybe it goes into like a 45 to 60-day rally, followed by the final leg of the bear market, right? Like the big final leg, right? That's when the capitulation happens. Capitulation is influencers, traders, investors are capitulating, but this is not capitulation, right? Capitulation happens towards the end. This is the first initial big drop. Then if we see a 45 to 60-day rally, that would be complacency. And then all the then the next, I don't know, I forget all the phases, but anxiety, denial, all that comes later. Then capitulation. That all comes later. So patience, patience, patience. But everyone mislabels it. Not everyone knows. I don't think we get that high. I don't think, especially if we drop to 76,000, I don't think we get a bounce to 110. Like, I think it would be closer to like 100,000, 101,000. Maybe that Bitcoin rally gets to 106. I don't think we see 110 again. That's why I posted way back up in here. I said, is this your last chance to sell Bitcoin at $110,000 for a couple of years, right? For a couple of years, is this your last chance? Seems like that was the last chance. Still have a ton of resistance at 108,200 that we lost a long time ago. So maybe we got to rally 30 to 40. Like, safe price comes all the way down to 76,000, 74,000, right? And we get a rally 30 to 40% higher, right? 30 to 40% higher. Like, I'm not seeing anything around 110. Like 100 is like, hey, that's a good bounce. That's a good 30% bounce, depending on where the low is, right? Where is that low going to be? Is it 74? That's a good bounce to 100,000. If it's at 76, maybe it bouncing higher, maybe to 106. So I don't see 110 though. I mean, possible, but I'm not seeing it. So we got to find out where the bottom's going to be first. And then that would be the local bottom. And then I would expect like a rally, like 45 to 60 days. Could be less, could be more. I don't know. I don't have a magic crystal ball, but maybe a 30 to 40% rally, aka bounce, aka rally, whatever. But I don't see a 50% bounce or higher, right? See if it comes down to 74. Wicks down that low. I'm not seeing a 50% bounce. 50% moves in the bull run, but to the upside, but probably closer to 30 to 40 would be like the topping. So top of the rally. And of course, I'll probably be attacking it to the downside if we see a 30 to 40% rally. But let it play out. Let it play out. I wouldn't expect it to happen tomorrow. I would expect the rally to unfold over 45, 60 days because it's got to go through like some sort of up and down bottoming phase on the local top, then rally one last time for that top 40%, wherever it is, January, February, right? Let's see. I don't know. 30 to 45 days. Oh, I'm sorry, 45 to 60 days, maybe. So somewhere in January to February. And then maybe attack from there, right? Then maybe attack from there. However it unfolds. So bouncing up, come back down. Who knows? Who knows how the TA plays out? The TA plays out, right? So we'll see. We will see. Mm-hmm. Will Wyckoff complete the move? Right? About 90% of it's been completed. Maybe you could say like eyeball tests, that's like probably 92, 94% of it. If we're talking about all the way to 76, right? It's probably more. It's probably like 95% of the move. So see if it completes it down in here somewhere. I don't know. That's where we're still watching the same chart since October 8th. The same chart since October 8th. October 9th started breaking down. October 10th was a huge drop. Liquidated a lot, like 19 billion or something. Huge drop. And then it's just been drop, bounce, drop, bounce, drop, bounce. So we'll see. We'll see. It's possible 80,625 is the local bottom, but not ready to call it quite yet. Not ready to call it quite yet. So what else? What else? What else? So maybe bounce up into the trending dots during Christmas. During Thanksgiving, right? So you got the trending dots, similar thoughts, right? So you got the trending dots kind of coming down like this. So maybe bounce into the trending dots over Thanksgiving and then comes back down like that, right? So maybe it does something like that. Bounce into the training dots during Thanksgiving, and then the drop starts to happen, maybe even over the weekend, and then heading into the next week, takes it out. Was it 76, 75, 74? Maybe gets really close to target 3. That's what I'm kind of thinking, like 74,000, like wicks down to and front runs my third target. That would be classic Bitcoin. Like front running a major target of mine. So maybe down that 74,000, like early December, creates a wick, and then December starts to push back up, right? So you create this bearish wick, and then December maybe even finishes bullish on December, right? And or bullish as far as like a green candle, not a red candle, followed by more of just like it's flat, right? It's flat overall, and then we see that rally after that. So, well, what would the rally look like? I don't know. So maybe if it comes down to 74,000 with a wick, and then it rallies. Like you can see this, it looks different here, right? So it comes down here, maybe in the first week or two of December, and then rallies that 40 to 30 to 40%. You see the training dots, right? Training dots. Where would the training dots be? So if you got 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like rally back into the train dots in February. I don't know. Just an idea. Just another crazy idea. So that's what we're continuing to watch. Maybe this week, maybe by the end of the week, maybe by next week, maybe by early December, we see price come down to that $74,000 range. Then rally, right? Once it's like a classic bear market for stocks or anything, there's usually a 35 to 40% drop. You'll see some of like the altcoins or tech stocks hit 45 to 50%. But so maybe around that that 30, it's already at 36% drop, right? From wick to wick, 36%. But if you got like that 40% drop, that's a classic bear market initial drop, followed by the complacency period here, trap in some more bulls, everything's returning back to normal, bounce 30 to 40% over 45 to 60 days. That's very normal in a bear market, followed by the final major drop. Could there be additional drops? Sure. Could there be bullish diversions again? Sure. But that would be another big drop, right? So even if it wicked up to like here, who knows how it plays out exactly, but and then wicks down to here, right? It's like 50%, 55% drop. So this chart continues to play out. This chart was posted on October 11th, and we're not making new all-time highs. What we're doing is we're continuing to watch this unfold in real time, right? So, like I said, maybe it bottoms out the first or second week of December, then rallies for 45 to 60 days, however long it takes to play out. 30 to 40% bounce, trap some more bulls, everything's fine. I told you so, blah, blah, blah. We're going back to the moon. It's the 5-year cycle. It's the super cycle. It's Tom Lee's calling for 250 by the end of Q1. It's just extended. Michael Saylor bought the dip, blah, 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 blah. And then we continue downward, right? So probably going to play out similarly, but never expect it to play out exactly the way it is right now. Like, it's playing out similarly, but we'll see. We'll just take it level by level. Obviously, none of this is financial advice, just for educational purposes only, and hopefully have a little bit of fun along the way. But buy the right dip. So once there's a full correction, once we've retested the 200-week moving average, once we hopefully see bullish divergence again at the bottom, and then you're breaking out of a key downward trend line, and the daily chart's bullish, the weekly chart is flipping bullish, and we'll do everything in our power to buy the right dip again. We bought the right dip in 16,800, and we'll continue to do our best to sniper the markets together and continue to try to buy the right dip. The other guys who are buying the wrong dip all the way down, that's called catching a falling knife, they will become DCA bros. During capitulation, they won't be saying buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. They'll say, oh, just DCA, bro. Just DCA, bro. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if the right setup applies, I typically trade with the trend. So if there would have to be a good, clear setup to the upside to play the 30 to 40% bounce. Maybe in spot. But I usually, like, if I'm going to use leverage or something, then I prefer to trade with the trend, which would be to let it bounce and then short the bounce, right? Short the bounce. So I'm not sure yet. It all depends. If there's a clear entry where you're like, oh, okay, this thing's is ready to bounce. It's ready to bounce. Got the target set. Will it hit target 1, target 2, target 3, target 4, blah, blah, blah. Is that trend line break your main entry signal into the what? Which trend line? Which trend line are you talking about? Kelly Kellum, what's up, my guy? What's up? What's up? Dude, it's already the bear market, Kelly, and you haven't had me on your show. I was the only bear in 2022 on your show. That's okay. I can be a lone wolf. That's all right. I can be a lone wolf. I'm not scared. Good to see you. Good to see you on here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. From the bottom of the bear market where you put the I mean it's a phantom bear, it's a phantom trend line, right? It hasn't even bounced yet. It hasn't even had the rally yet. So like is that big? So this is just for an idea, right? Because it's in a downtrend, and then if it breaks out of that downtrend, I'm already thinking where it's going to break out of the downtrend to trap more bulls later on, and then readjust the downward trend line. So that hasn't even happened yet, right? It's all speculation. So if it were to come down, break out of the downward trend line, right? Trap more bulls, have that 30 to 40% rally, right? And then the line would be, or the downward trend line would be readjusted, right? I mean, it could be up higher. I don't know. We don't know yet. It's all pure speculation. But main entry signal into the, it's not the main one, no. For example, when I bought Bitcoin at 16,800 on January 4th, there was bullish divergence, right? There was bullish divergence that I called out for like 8 weeks. So that was a sign that, hey, bullish divergence. And this was starting to look like a sneaky lower high. I'm sorry, high or low. I always do that. I always do that in real time. There you go, buddy. There you go. By the way, there's $1 million, $1 million. There's a 1 million follower, a gentleman with 1 million followers that I passed your name on to host a show. This was back in gentleman. He's no gentleman. I regret trying to be nice to him, and I offered your name to him. I probably told you this, but there's only one Spaces I'll agree to come back onto, and that's yours, because you're probably one of the best hosts I've seen, if not the best. So I mean that. And so there was a 1 million follower person that is no gentleman that I passed your name on to, and I said, if you're gonna have a host, you should probably have Kelly as your guy. But I think you're pretty tied together with Hit Network or whatever company it is. I think it's Hit Network, right? But anyways, you're the only one I passed the name on to, and it's like, and it was, I don't get anything out of it. I just thought like, hey, if it was a big account, it's like Kelly's your guy. But yeah, you're the only one I agree to come back on. I was offered to come on to Mario's and Crypto Town Spaces like so many times, and after the second time I was on there, I was like, I'm not coming back on here. And I gave them my feedback. They don't care. I was like, I'm not coming back on your show. Thank you for the opportunity. But it was just, it's not run smoothly at all. So, but anyways, yeah, bullish divergence. The daily chart was breaking out, right? And that was the main reason, right? Bullish. It was already a 76% correction, we were already watching bullish divergence play out for 8 weeks. The daily chart was flipping bullish. It was breaking out of a downward consolidation that we had been watching, and it's just that was the time to attack for me, right? Was back here at 16,800. I was like, the bottom could be in, bullish divergence, possible higher low. The bottom looks to be in. That's when I'm attacking. 16,800 is when I attacked with 5x leverage, and in hindsight, that was the bottom, right? Not the bottom wick at 15,460. I don't care to try to catch the bottom wick. The bottom minus 5 to 8%, and I nailed that. So the bottom minus 5 to 8%. So we'll be ready for it. That would be my goal again, is the bottom minus 5 to 8%. I'm not trying to catch the bottom wick. Try to catch the bottom wick, it's not the bottom wick. Try to catch the bottom wick, it's not the bottom wick. Try to catch the bottom wick, it's not the bottom wick. I'm not trying to catch the bottom wick. I'm trying to catch a higher probability of a reversal, which takes time to play out, and buy the right dip, right? What do you think about Ben Cohen? He said 2 weekly closes and he's out of the cycle. I don't know. I don't follow him. I follow my charts. Is this the same Ben that was calling for $250,000 Ethereum, but October 2021? I don't know. I don't follow Ben. No, I mean I don't follow. I don't look at his. Do I follow him? I don't know. I might follow him on X. I don't look at his posts though. I don't know. I haven't seen Ben's posts. Like I'll see him. Like people will post him on my posts here and there, but I don't know what his thoughts are, to be honest. I'm sure he's gotten better and involved, but calling for $250,000 Ethereum, October 2021. He had posted videos and stuff. I'm like, that seemed crazy. I don't know. So I don't know. He did. There's a video. I saw the video. He may have deleted that video, but he had a video because I was following him 2021. So he did call for $250,000 ETH in 2021, October 2021. He did. I saw the video. I personally saw the video. So I don't know if he deleted it or not, but he 100% did. So, I mean, I called for a higher Bitcoin. So I thought Bitcoin would go much higher than, I thought Bitcoin would go higher than $100,000. I hoped Bitcoin would go over $100,000 in 2021. I hoped it would go to 200,000. I hoped it would go to $250,000. It didn't. I got out at 61,000. But it was huge. Like he called super high Ethereum. I was like, what? So no, he did. Not in 2025, but in 2021. Crazy. But yeah. Oh yeah, no. No. So, anyways, this is what I'm watching, right? I watch my own charts, and it's proven to be the charts to watch since 2020, right? 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. Here we are in 2025. So I'll continue to watch my own charts. It seems like they've hit the most. I don't know. I haven't seen every single chart in the world, but it just seems like that. What else? So that's Bitcoin. Bum, bum, bum. Get that bounce into Thanksgiving. Woo-wee. Mhm. Oh, the channel that made me look bad. Post to this channel. Crypto Twitter said, "Oh, nice channel, Jesse." I said, "Thank you." And then Bitcoin said, "Oh yeah, let me ruin your channel." So, Bitcoin ruined my channel. It ruined it. Let's see. Actually, it should be like, let's see, where is it? There. I don't know. Oh, the log. The log. Oh, I forgot the log. Okay, it was right. It was right. So let's see. Boom. There. Yeah. Bitcoin can ruin a channel very quickly. Draw this channel. Draw this channel. Okay. Great. Looks good. Looks good. Looks good. And then Bitcoin's like, no, your channel's no longer valid. But we are back into the original channel. So you get the trending dots right around the midline, right? So that's at about 95,000. As time goes on during Thanksgiving, the trending dots could be around 91,000. And then maybe we see that last drop into the first week or two. And then maybe see the rally after that. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Am I going to play the rally? I don't know. If we get the setup, right? Maybe there's like, this is again pure speculation, but come back up, hit that 91, come back down, hit that 74 to 76. Maybe it puts in that higher low, breaks out. Right? I mean, maybe it's something like that. And let's keep speculating. Why not? Let's change it though to yellow. Boom, boom. Right? Hit some targets. Get the bounce. Mm-mm. Right? Probably. So it just seems like this rally would be harder to get than this because the overall trend is down, right? So battle, 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 chop, 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 chop for 45, 60 days. And this was true back in April of 2022. This was much easier play. This was a much easier play. And I didn't short Bitcoin at 48,000. I shorted Ethereum at 3,408 because I thought Ethereum would be a bigger move to the downside. I don't know if that's going to, be the same game plan this time, but I did not short Bitcoin April 2022. I shorted Ethereum instead. They're looking very, very similar. And I was talking about when Ethereum was at 3,408, I was saying a lot of people will be surprised when Ethereum goes below $1,000. And it did. It hit like under $900. So, we'll see. Boom, 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 breakout, drop all the way back down. I mean, why not capture billions of liquidity playing hardcore like this if you're a market boss, right? Hit the third or fourth target up, whatever it is, drop, lower high, higher probability, rinse, repeat. So, right? Mm-hmm. Lawrence, what's up? What's up? What's up? UK not so sexy news. That's a good one. Good one. Yeah. So that's kind of like that's just kind of the way I see the how it could possibly. Of course, as things continue to develop, the more this will evolve over time. This is just like a crazy idea, laying it out right now. Um, you got the Thanksgiving bounce, you got the drop, you got the Santa Claus rally, start of the new year, bullish candle wick, right? New year, new cycle. Oh, Jesse. Followed by, the next move down. Right. So we'll see. We'll see. What's Ethereum doing? Has hit 5 targets. This was an eyeball test, and then I actually lined it up more closely, and so still in a downtrend, but maybe we see the mini bounce or the rally same time as Bitcoin. Santa Claus rally, right? What else? NASDAQ has hit 1 out of 4 targets to the downside. Thanksgiving rally into the trending dots. SP 500 has not hit any targets as of yet. Seems like it wants to retest the trending dots. Algorand, algorithm, Algorand. We'll see. But I mean, the higher time frames are bearish still, right? Still in a downtrend. Still in a downtrend, but trending dots are up here. Cardano still in the downtrend. Trending dots are up here. So we could see some bounces up into the trending dots during a Bitcoin rally, maybe. Chainlink, trending dots up here. Could be fine support at the 200-week moving average, maybe. Maybe, baby. XLM, Chop Suey. Bitcoin dominance continues to break down right on schedule. So we'll see. We'll see. Mm-hmm. Blue path. Dollar continues to be bullish on the weekly chart. Trending towards target 2. Seems like the dollar wants to hit target 2 at least, possibly target 3, come up to 200-week moving average, flip that from resistance into support, then target 4. but it's got to get through all that first. Getting some bounces heading into Thanksgiving. Boom, 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 boom. That's hot. What else? Telcoin. 166. Woo. Top was in. Was pointing this out. This huge bearish engulfing candle back on November 2021. But I said, is the top in? Question mark. And then I changed it to the top was in. But at the time it said, is the top in? Way too early to call it. But it seemed like it was just pumping, followed by a crazy bearish engulfing candle. And in hindsight, that was the top. That was the top, right? So let the training dots catch up. Hasn't retested the training dots since October, right? So probably a retest. And then after Thanksgiving, retest the 200-week moving average. Maybe Santa Claus rally, right? It's all speculation. We're just speculating. Let's see what else. Tesla. Lemonade. Let's see. What are we at? 42 minutes? Bouncing. Bounce back in the training dots. Tesla. 3 out of 4 targets so far. Bounces on. I mean, PLTR. Palantir. That's 28% drop. 29% drop in a short period of time. Right? What else? Here, I just hit the arrow down button. It's better. Google making new all-time highs. SMCI, Meta, big gap, right? What's that gap? That gap's pretty big. It looks bigger than it is. 8% gap. That's probably why I didn't put it on there. If it was like a 16% gap, then I would have put large gap or something, right? But 8%'s boom, boom, bouncing. Bouncing. One target so far. No targets. That's what I mean. 9%. I mean, I guess I could have put the 8% gap, but that's a 16% gap. So definitely wanted to label that one. But this 9% gap was filled. Right. What else? Dow Jones. That's about it for that. Let's see. Where's HODL? There it is. A lot of gaps were filled. Gap, 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 gap. A lot of older gaps that could still be filled on HODL. When? We don't know. Mhm. Head and shoulders pattern played out. Back here at $26. So that's pretty much right in that 45-minute zone. I think we can call it here. Oh, got some late chart requests. Bum, bum. All right, let's do it. Late chart. Oh, this one's not that late. That's at 32 minutes. Okay. Okay. USD on Qcoin. Particle network. Bum, bum. Mhm. Let's see. So you got like probably close to target 1, 2, 3, 4 eyeball tests, right? Daily chart is bullish. Pending buy signal on the 3-day chart. So weekly chart had an RSI buy signal, but still bearish on the weekly chart below the trailing dots as of right now. But the 3-day, is it just going to be a bounce like this 3-day and then sell off, or is it going to turn into something more, right? Still below the trailing dots as of right now. So still bearish on the weekly chart. There's not a ton of chart history. But if you're in a long position now, maybe you're trying to hit some more targets to the upside. Let's see what the lower time frames look like. Ultra bullish on the 4-hour chart. Still 8-hour chart is ultra bullish. So, you might be able to push this one longer if you're, let's see, what is it? I am not in any position yet, but looking for possible areas to get in a long or even take a short. Oof. Well, you may have missed the long, and right now the the shorter time frames like the 4-hour and 8-hour are ultra bullish, and the daily chart is bullish. The 3-day chart is bullish. So I would, do you really want to short that? So I don't know. 1-hour chart is ultra bullish. So, again, I wouldn't want to be shorting and going against the grain when the 1-hour, the 4-hour, 8-hour chart are ultra bullish, the daily chart's bullish, 3-day chart's bullish, blah, blah, blah. So I know you're on lower time frames, but like lower than the 1-hour chart, but the 1-hour chart was like the last good entry on the 1-hour chart. The last good entry on the 15-minute chart was 10 cents. You had it at 6.5 cents, right? So yeah, maybe find another one. I don't know. Maybe you get a good entry back here. You're on the 1-minute chart. You're on the 1-minute chart. That's probably why you're saying a short. But I would be cautious about shorting it based off the 1-minute chart when the other time frames are ultra bullish, because here's what could happen, right? It looks like, oh yeah, it'll short it down to here, right? spikes down hard and reverses harder, right? So you're like, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, reverse. And that was a loss, right? Especially on the 1 minute chart. So come down, boom, right back up to the upside. So, anyways, you do you, Lawrence. Okay. And then we'll call it because I got to get going. I got things to do, people to see. BFLY. Let's get off the 1 minute chart though. So when it was in a bear market, it came up, retested the 200-week moving average, dropped back below, could be putting in a macro higher low, rejected again. This time, that's a positive sign. That's a bullish sign for Butterfly Network. Weekly chart, bullish on the weekly chart. And it was like I said, it was in a bear market since February 2021. So if that was the bottom, double, triple, double, triple bottom, right? And I don't think I've ever charted this before. That looks like a higher low. Getting back above the 200-week moving average is positive. A low followed by a higher low. This is a higher high compared to over here. That's a positive. Back above it again, right? So a higher low, higher high, higher low, breakout, let's go, right? So that's the weekly chart. Another milestone is back above, getting close to that $4 range on the weekly chart. 2-week chart is bullish. 3-week chart is pending buy signal. 3-week chart is bullish. Monthly chart is bullish, right? So if you're looking at this like, okay, what are some longer term targets, Jesse? You might have hit one already. You might have hit one longer term target here. Maybe eyeball test 2, 3, 4, right? Maybe get some longer term targets, which is huge, right? Who knows? Let's go. Wrong one. There we go. I mean, that'd be a massive bounce. Even if it's just a bounce, could be a massive bounce. Daily chart, do we have any gaps? Not really. That one was filled. That's interesting. Usually you see gaps, but no gaps. You get this small gap here at 269. But yeah, there's a lot of bullish. Yeah, probably. Daily chart, weekly chart, 2-week chart, 3-week chart, monthly chart, all bullish. Looks like a macro higher low on the weekly chart, 2-week chart, daily chart, back above the 200-week moving average after getting rejected several times. All positive, bullish milestones. So there's a bullish chart for you. I think we're going to call it here. 55 minutes. We did it on this manic Monday. We went 55 minutes. So with that, hope everyone has a good rest of your day. And we should jump. I'm going to keep tomorrow even shorter because tomorrow is going to be a travel day. So we're going to keep it even shorter. And we got a lot to do. We got a lot to do to prep the baby. But yeah, we will be back on tomorrow. Maybe it's just a 30-minute one. But with that, hope you have a good rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same channel, and adios. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you.